Hi there, Steve McGee, reporting back from Parliament House. It's Thursday the 9th of June. Parliament's been sitting this week on, as I say, Tuesday 7th, Wednesday 8th, and now today the 9th. It's our last day for the sitting week. It's been quite a busy week. I've spoken on two pieces of legislation, and I'll come to that in a minute. The other things that I've done this week is obviously done a member statement, and that was about some more things that we've gained for the Melton electorate and more broader in regard to out of the budget, but also acknowledged and applauded the successful outcome for our three federal members in the seat of Hawke, the new seat of Hawke, Sam Ray, and congratulate Sam for being elected. Brendan O'Connor in the seat of Gorton and being returned, and obviously being a minister for training and skills is my understanding. And of course, Catherine King, now in excess of 20 years as a member of Parliament, and also a new minister, I should say, for infrastructure and a whole range of other portfolios that Catherine's got. So no doubt they'll all be very busy. We look forward to working with them to try and achieve things throughout our electorate. So it'll be great. The other thing I did do was an adjournment debate, and that's when you ask something of a minister in regard to get a response from them to a specific item. I spoke about the new schools that came out of the budget, the land that was acquired for schools, and just asking the minister to give us a further update and progress report on the school outcomes out of the May budget. The legislation that we spoke to this week, the first one was banning the Nazi symbol, the Hakenkreuz as it's called. And we had a lot of feedback from our multicultural groups, in particular the Hindi group, who contacted me because that symbol, the Nazi symbol for them, is a symbol of, faith and blessing and good health and things like that. So it's quite explicit within the legislation that the only symbol that we are talking about that's been banned is the actual Hakenkreuz, which is what the Nazi symbol is called. That legislation will certainly, if it's to go to a vote today, the opposition are not opposing it, they're quite supportive of it. So that symbol will be banned, and there'll be plenty of information and education come out about the banning of that symbol. The other bit of legislation that I spoke on was the amendment bill for the Child Employment Bill. There were some amendments made to that bill in regard to employing children primarily under the age of 15 or up to the age of 15, but it's about their legislative rights and about employers, whether they need to register those children and get licenses or permits and things like that. So there's some amendments within that bill. So we spoke to that also. Some other things that have happened this week, we ended up meeting with the Men's Shed Association and some gentlemen that came in from various men's sheds around the state to meet up with what we call the Parliamentary Friends of Men's Shed now, and that'll go forward, where there'll be some regular catch-ups with them, and obviously trying to deal with any issues that the men's sheds as a collective have got, and whether the Parliamentary Friends can assist them with resolving any of those issues and supporting the men's sheds. And we have a lot of Parliamentary Friends groups for a whole range of different things, but this was just particularly the men's shed the other night, so it was good to catch up with them. The Victorian Farmers Federation had a day in Parliament yesterday. I think it was called Paddock to the Plate, and it was get to go in to meet up with the farmers from around the state, talk about their produce, where they're from, and all those sorts of things. And again, it was really just a support catch-up from the farmers, and many MPs went in and caught up with them and had a chat with them and sampled their products, which was fantastic. It was good to see, and it's great to see Victorian farmers producing so much, and we need to support, obviously, local business and our local farmers. The other thing that's happened, there was a Cancer Council presentation today. They had a morning tea on, as they do every year. Unfortunately, I had to miss that. I was supposed to chair it, but I had to miss it because I had got called away to a press conference with the Premier, and the Premier made an announcement today in regard to our health workers, public sector health workers, and providing more financial support to them, a $3,000 payment. It's a bit of an incentive to try and retain them and attract some back to the workforce. It's in 2 instalments, $1,500 I think in August and another $1,500 in September, and it will go a long way to recognising and supporting our health workers, not only in hospitals but our ambulance service workers and things like that. So our paramedics and others in the comms rooms and things like that. So that's a great outcome for them. So on that, back in the office tomorrow. Got a bit on tomorrow. I think got a school graduation and a few other things. Back in the office next week. If anyone's got any issues, make contact with our office or come and see us. Don't forget, 1st of July, the $250 energy bonus applies again. If people need some assistance with that, we can do that from our office. Just need you to bring in one of your latest energy bill, and we can certainly assist you with that. But it's a great bonus for every household, $250. It's a formality that you just have to fill it in, register and fill it in, and then you'll get paid that money. I think it's within 10 days or something like that. So anyway, that's it from Parliament. I'm back in the office tomorrow and back there for all of next week. We have one more sitting week towards the end of June, and then there's a bit of a break from Parliament for about 6 weeks. So thanks everyone, and we'll see you around town.